Hi everyone, welcome back to... Actually, no, welcome back. Welcome to Unhinged, because this is our first episode. The first one that we recorded was not great. It was not good, Judy. Was it good?
No, the first one was not good at all. So we're just going to say, welcome back. And for all those, maybe one day we're going to release the first episode, but it was not good. So this is like take 2 of our very first episode. Welcome. I'm Judy.
And I'm Paul.
Thanks for listening.
So, Judy, how have you been? Tell me what has been going on in your ends.
Man, my ends. I recently traveled to Malawi and, oh gosh, Malawi. Yo.
You were there
Malawi,
for like
my
2 days.
I was there 1 week. 1 week was more than enough.
I was like, what? And then you're like, I'm already back in Ghana. I was like, I thought you just got there.
There is nothing there. No offense, but in Malawi, there's just nothing there. Now I understand why people are like legit crying out for things happening in Malawi because it's too much, way too much. But how are you, Paul?
I am good. It's still winter over here, so I am freezing. But we are just gonna get right into it, into hot topics. So the first story that we have today, we do not mean any disrespect to anybody, or obviously this is an ongoing story. It's still developing and everything is alleged. We don't know it for facts, right, Judy?
Right, we don't know for facts, but this is allegedly word on the curb, okay?
Word
this
on
is what's
the
going on in
street,
the
honey. Especially on Facebook. Are you on Facebook still, Judy?
Yep, I used it just, for business. Like if somebody says, like a business person says, hi, can I have your Facebook? Like who even uses it? Yeah, so.
I am on Facebook just to watch what Malawians are doing and the comments on, of the stories that are happening every single day in Malawi.
Yeah, it's way too much. But without further ado, this is no tea, no shade. Now, full disclaimer. So there's a lady that goes by Omega that has said that she owes money to.
Let me stop you. And before you all come for us and say, actually, it's Omega. No, we're speaking the way Malawians pronounce it, Omega, not Omega.
Omega. Yes, Omega. Yes, Omega apparently, allegedly, has owed a couple of people money. So she had a business where she would exchange money for Malawians living in the United States. So they would send her US dollars and then she would put the money in their Malawian accounts equivalent to that money. So it's been from the ranges of 5,000 US dollars, 10,000 US dollars, 40,000 US dollars.
I just thought it was 15,000 US dollars when this happened, by the way, until Judy had to clarify that it's a lot more than $15,000 that Omega allegedly had misappropriated. Because I was like, look, it's $15,000. It's, because, anyway, Judy, go on.
It's workable.
Yeah.
Yeah. In all honesty, we're saying this for the Malawians that live in the U.S., for those that live in the Western world, $15,000 is something that you can make like maybe within like 3 months, 4 months, right?
Yeah.
You can definitely make it again. So, and those are the jobs that are like, even some of these blue collar jobs, you can make it within like 4 months. But for those people that work in offices, have these good paying jobs, you can definitely make that in like 2 months or something.
The total amount of money, Judy, tell them that has been misappropriated.
Yes. So the money, it's different prices. Actually, it's different amounts.
I saw the total to be 200,000 US dollars, which
yes, 200,000 US dollars, guys.
US, which in Malawi kwacha is 217 million of Malawi's Malawian kwacha. A whole G-Wagon, a G63 right there, AMG G63. Wow.
AMG, you could finish a house in Malawi with that money. You could buy the plot and finish a house, like nothing crazy, but just a simple 3-bedroom, like somewhere in like Area 49 or somewhere by airport, the old airport road or whatever. Like you could definitely do a lot with that type of money.
Get
like
yourself
that
a
type
nice...
of money can make me go crazy.
Yeah. But so anyway, let's backtrack a little bit. So I apologize for the background noise. I live on a very busy street. And yeah, anyway. So Omega had brought Namadingo to South Bend, Indiana, which is where the Malawians reside. And no, just to jump off track a little bit, Judy, Namadingo, I never really gave him any attention or, cinema muvera nyimbo zake, whatever. But I listened to his songs. He's very talented.
He's so talented. And then you say Namadingo. You're saying it like the white way. Namadingo.
Well, wait. No. First of all, where is he from in Malawi?
I don't know, but then I know that it's Namadingo.
I've never heard anyone say his name. I thought it was Namadingo.
He says it at every single time that he's about to sing his songs.
I've never heard him live.
Namadingo.
I've never heard him live. And the songs that I know, he never says his name. So I apologize. So we didn't need a cheese baby or whatever. I just thought his name was Namadingo, which I thought was a kind of funny name anyway. But anyway.
No disrespect. It sounds so funny. Yes. Yeah. So, okay. Omega invited Namadingo to the United States for a tour. It was a tour, not just to South Bend. It was South Bend, Washington, D.C., Atlanta, and I think it had 2 locations. And New York,
it was a Renaissance
or something like
tour.
that, where all the Malawians stay.
Mm-hmm. It was the Renaissance tour, child.
So he had a whole little tour, and the man, they flew him first class, when he arrived to the United States. He had a whole Cadillac Uber waiting for him. Those expensive Ubers, the American Ubers are that's
the big
Uber
black
elite type of. So he got one of those cars, and then and you know what? He is still there.
What is he still doing there?
He's still in the United States.
He's not back yet?
Maybe he's waiting for his money.
Well,
maybe.
I mean, well, you're not going to get it. But anyway, we digress. Back to Omega. Judy, continue. Take the story.
Yes, back to Omega. So that's what she did. So there's a certain theory going on saying that she was probably borrowing this type of money from different people, or she really needed the money because her return never came through from bringing Namadingo to the States. Because people did go to the shows, but I'm guessing
I saw my cousins
it wasn't that many people
over there. I saw them, grouping and all.
I saw my uncles there and everybody, and I think the average ticket price was like $60 for each and every concert or whatever. But then again, he's a Malawian artist based in Malawi that got flued all the way. All the way to the United States to perform. So you can't expect him to sell out. It doesn't know, really.
Yeah.
And so ever since then, Omega has been missing for a couple of days. She's been missing for 2 days or whatever the case is.
And
her family reported her missing, and people that sent her money reported her.
Facebook. I saw, because I don't know this girl. I'd seen her around on social media because the name was familiar, but I don't know her. I just saw she's missing, and I think I texted you. I was like, oh, shame, this girl's missing. And then you were just giving me the tease because she owes some money, and one thing that I saw that was very weird. Well, I mean, I didn't believe it at first because, obviously, now she was found, unfortunately, dead in her car after 2 days. So
that's allegedly as well.
Because I'm waiting for the body yadi yadi, and confirmation. And I've been searching. Maybe there are some news outlets that are reporting this now, but I have not seen anything that comes from a reputable source to say that we found a body. Because usually, if you find a body, it's like you would say some sort of local news would pick it up. But I was thinking about this because, I love true crime, and this is I've been thinking about this all day. Judy, if God forbid, if I ever took people's coins, I'm texting you to say, you know what? Because I saw someone post on Facebook talking about, I can't believe this. I would it just needs to start like that,
Yep. Same here. I would definitely be like, okay, I need an scapegoat. I took all these people's money. I have all this money. How can I disappear real fast, real quick? So allegedly she committed suicide because she allegedly has taken all these people's money and has not paid them back. So our question is, where's the money now?
Yeah, you
Is there
can't
a note?
spend that much
We need full
money
confirmation
in a month.
from family.
Yeah, I mean, you can't spend that much. I mean, maybe you can, but also, I mean, like as I said, I've been thinking about this far too much. I was on a train thinking about it. I was at work thinking about it. I wanted to ask you a question, Judy. You're a mother.
Mm-hmm.
If Jazzy needed, God forbid Jazzy needed like surgery or anything like that, you would, people would go to the ends of the earth for their children, right? So do you think if it came out that, oh, she needed the money for a good cause, something that, that like, yes, surgery for somebody or a hospital bill, do you think that takes away from the fact that she allegedly stole all this money and now she's allegedly dead?
I'm not sure, hey, that goes down to like, that whole ethics line and everything. But what I'm going to say is everybody goes through problems, Paul. We all go through problems. Like we were just talking, remember? We were just talking about our problems we're having on our side.
Just before we press record, and now that's the real tea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the real tea. So we're not going to sit there and say, okay, let me just ask a whole bunch of people, not even ask, all these people trust me to return their money to them, and I'm just going to take their money and run, because that's a lot of money. Somebody losing like that $5,000 it's like a lot of money. Some of these people in the States right now aren't even being paid. The people that are working for the embassy and stuff, quiet as it's not kept. Yep, the embassy.
When has Malawian embassy ever paid anybody? From Johannesburg, from Pretoria to New York to... Anyway, let's not even go.
All of them, they have not. Yeah, all of them have not been paid. So you can imagine half of these people. Some people putting $40,000 US. That's a lot of money. And you mean to tell me somebody just couldn't be upfront and honest, like, yo, Zintu Zavuda, like, I'm not okay. Can you just give me a soft loan? You know what I mean? Like, what's wrong with just being honest? I hate when people just spend money that they don't have. Like, I hate that.
That's true. I would rather you give me a payment plan for eternity than for you to just go away with my... I would take $2 from you every single day. I might be pissed about it. It might not work for me, but at least I'm getting something back. But you know what? Like, I don't know. I feel like, not to dwell on this too much. Omega, if you're in Mexico... are you in Mexico? I think she's just crossed the border. Until I see the South Bend Tribune or, whatever newspapers they have over there talking about, like, they found a body there, I'm sorry, I'm going to be a skeptic and say that I think she's in Mexico. And again, we are not trying to disrespect anybody. I know it's a tough time for the family, but these are people that put themselves out on social media. They are, quote unquote Malawian public figures. You're trying to be influencers. You're trying to, if you're gonna do stuff, we're gonna talk.
Yep, definitely. I mean, Malawi is a very small country, so everything is up for a discussion. And just before we end this particular topic on Omega had OC Cosmetics. She had in Malawi, where she launched. If I even went to like her lipstick launch, where she launched a gay lipstick.
Wait,
gay
sorry.
Is like Patience Namadingo's song.
A gay lipstick.
But she has a whole cosmetics. Gay means like apparently like beautiful or something. You know that song?
In what language?
Song?
No, sorry, I told you I know only 3 of his songs, and it's Sakaka, this, and another one that they're talking about building a house. It's not the gay song. I don't know the gay song.
Oh, gay. NGE.
Oh, well, right.
Yeah, so she launched that lipstick, and she, that's where she had Patience Namadingo be like the brand ambassador for that. So that's why she was like so invested in that. But besides that, we're just, putting our respects to her family, and sad that she had to end her life this way. But rest in peace up until we know more information.
Yeah, it just goes to say, kids, just, live within your means. Just if you gotta eat eggs and bread for dinner, just do it. You make nice scrambled eggs. But this ties into our next topic that we want to talk about. which is how the girlies are suffering in Malawi, because I'm detached from Malawi and what goes on, day to day. And you're gonna hear even why I'm a little bit more detached now. You're gonna find out in the next episode, because I have taken myself out of some situation, so I don't really get to hear what's going on. But apparently, there is no gas in Malawi. There's no petroleum in Malawi for the cars. It's bad. You were in Malawi, Judy. How was it?
Oh my gosh, it was so bad. It was so terrible. To the point that it started with there's no diesel. When I literally landed, there was no diesel. There were queues as always. And then it became there's no petrol. I stood on a queue one time, like it was a quick queue though. It was like at least like maybe just 10 minutes of waiting. But then the other days when the weekend came, oh boy, you like they weren't even pumping anywhere. There was no absolute petrol anywhere. We literally took a taxi back to the airport, and everybody kept on telling me, "Judy, why is your vacation so short?" Hello.
Where am I supposed to drive to? Like, this is like I need to get me out. So, what's the reason now? Why don't we have petrol in the country now?
It's always the same reason. There's no forex. There's no forex in the country, so then we can't buy the petrol. We can't buy this. We can't buy that from the people that we buy it from. And forex is also still a remaining issue. I exchanged $50. $50 was about 85,000 kwacha.
Whoa.
Yep.
I mean, it's good for
Can you
us,
believe
but
that?
what can you do with 85,000 kwacha? Because that brings me back, when I came home last year, Dad picked me up from the airport, and he's like, he was like, oh, things are very tough at the moment in Malawi. Groceries are expensive. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, what are you talking about? So he's like, we stopped at that Nyama place on the way to the airport. You know that there is a supermarket there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now it's a food lovers.
Yeah, food lovers. Yeah. So he's like, why don't you go in there and, you buy what you think you want to eat? And I'm like, yeah, sure. And this was last year, like in May, June, whatever. And I went into the shop, I was just picking things like, I was like, oh, those two steaks look good, because it was just me and him. And I was like, oh, those two steaks look good. Grab some steaks. You can have some steaks for dinner tonight. And, I was like, oh, cheese. I grabbed some cheese. And then I was like, oh, breakfast. I want to have butter, eggs. And I had like a little shopping basket. And, I paid for it, and I paid with my Australian card. And you know how it tells you when you just pay how much you spent in your own currency on my phone? It was like $98. And I'm like, how? I thought things were expensive here.
Mm-hmm.
But, Malawi being one of the poorest countries in the world, and you're going to be, first of all, there's no fuel. And when there's no fuel, nothing can be transported. So if you can get anything, it's 10 times the price. I just don't know.
Exactly. It's just way too much. Like I just don't know what's going on with Malawi leadership, just the whole governance of Malawi, like what is happening. In all honesty, what is happening? And there are barely like any tarmac roads in Lilongwe. Everywhere is just dust, fumbi, road construction work everywhere.
You know what they used to, well, this is what I think they do is, when they're building a road, right? They'll go have like a mound of dirt, like, just zidoti on this side, and then they'll bring the bulldozer over. It'll take the dirt from there, put it to the other side, and you think, oh my God, look, they're moving stuff about them. They're just moving the dirt about to make you think that they're building stuff, but they're not doing anything.
They're not doing anything. And right now, everything was at a complete halt. You did not even see one man like looking like he's fixing a bridge or something.
I don't even, but I've never voted in Malawi, so I can't really, I have no say, because if you don't vote, you have no opinion,
Oh, so, yeah, they do say that. I did vote. I voted twice. Like,
yeah, you voted. You voted, but anyway, let's not go there, because they get the ops on us.
Anyways, let's not go there, because we don't want to get canceled. Because people were gonna cancel you. Yeah.
Anyway, actually, I just want to a quick topic before we move on to our next one. I love one thing. As again, Facebook. I don't really go to Facebook. I've just spent a lot of time on Facebook today, and my Instagram, I don't really follow Malawians like that. Like, it's y'all are not doing anything for me to look at over there, to be honest. So if I want to get my Malawian fix, I'll go to Facebook so I can see all the groups and what people talk about. And I see the girlies and birthday photo shoots.
I told you about this. Okay, so the first episode that we recorded, I told Paul, I said, I'm so tired of birthday photo shoots. I'm so sick of them. I'm
sorry, they are getting so ridiculous.
I get if it's a significant age. If you're 21, 25, 30,
oh my
40,
God.
50, 70, we're even going to skip 60. Actually, 60, maybe, but 70, 80, that's good. That's it.
Has everyone got a camera in Malawi? A camera
it.
and a green screen and a background? Everyone, I'm like, I just don't see why you have to take a picture when it's your birthday every year. We know what you look like. We know what you look like. Every single year.
Just use a nice phone. Just use like an iPhone. Like those phones take really nice pictures. Just use an iPhone. Save your money. And everybody keeps going to the same place. Like optical. No offense. They really do. They're really professional and everything and all that stuff. But
no, I know you did say it last time.
The same.
You did say it last time, but then again, because I spent a lot of time on Facebook and I saw this. It's like, oh my God. This person, birthday photo shoot. This. I mean, the girlies, some of them are naked. They're painted with the nipple pasties. It is something. You know what? Kudos to you. But then again, what are you going to do? What are you going to do?
What are you going to do? But please, guys, use other photographers. There's so many other photographers in Malawi. There's so many other people. It's just the same background, the same edits. And let's focus on important ages. Like, if you're turning like a random odd-ass number like 37, trust me, we do not care.
They don't even make balloons for 37, I don't think. Like, you have to buy a 3 and a 7.
Nope.
You know what I mean? Because you can buy them in sets. You know what I mean? You probably have to buy a 3 and a 7.
I don't even think... 3 and a 7. I don't even think, like nobody even cares. Like, they don't even care. Like, that. Like, it's such an odd number. Like, just let it go, let it go, let it go. Have a photo shoot for something else significant. Don't use your money on something ridiculous like that. Like, we get it. Like, we're just going to post a picture of you anyways.
Yeah. But, anyway. On a lighter note, I have been... Have you been watching The Real Housewives of New York reboot?
Yes. Reality. Let me look up the cast real quick right now. I'm trying to see
honey,
which
I know
one
the cast.
Was my favorite.
I've got 3 that I like and 3 that I don't like. So I want you to tell me who... Actually, you know what? Just tell me the 3 that you like. I think we're going to be on the same wavelength here.
Okay. Mine is... It's not like I'm just picking the girls just because they're ethnic. But... It's definitely the biracial girl that's more of white, Bryn.
Love Bryn. You know Bryn is from South Bend, Indiana, where Auntie Jackie and them are from?
Right?
She's an Indiana girl. She must be... Her daddy might even be Malawian. So Bryn is Malawian. It's like, South Bend and you're black? Because if you're if you live in South Bend and you're black, you're Malawian. Simple as.
Yeah, and I think she's 37 years old, so definitely she could definitely have a Malawian dad.
Let me look at my ankles.
We need to dive deeper, trying to see who her dad is, because she said he wasn't in her life.
Yeah, she's like, oh, my grandma was something at South Bend, and I was like, wait, did this bitch just say South Bend? I was like, oh my God, yeah, Indiana. Whoa. Anyway, so yeah, Bryn is your favorite.
Yeah, Bryn is my favorite. Then I also like the fashion influencer. I forgot her name. The Spanish girl, the Latino girl,
Sai,
the Afro-Latino girl. Sai.
I think she's hella annoying. I don't know. Go on. Yeah.
She is a little annoying. She is. I can get it because and then one thing I also had to read her real quick is her fashions don't really give influencer vibes. I'm like, really? People pay that much for them clothes? I don't know. She hasn't given me a look that I'm like, wow. And obviously, the African queen, the African goddess.
Uba. I love Uba. She's gorgeous.
She is just so gorgeous. And then her personality is so bubbly.
And she doesn't drink, right? She does not drink. She's teetotal.
Yeah.
So
Can
she
you imagine that? Like if she did drink, ooh, child.
and do you like Jenna Lyons? I feel like Jenna is the strongest one in the cast. The les
Jenna is definitely like one of like the gatekeepers, but they want to make like Erin like the leader of everybody.
No, no, I don't see Erin coming back season two. Her first couple of episodes, she was reaching. Everything seemed staged. I just don't get sincere from her, and she doesn't feed the girls. They went to her house and she didn't even give them any food. What's the like? You gonna give caviar?
Nothing. Talking about, oh, have some caviar. Girl, give us an option. Like you can't just say have caviar in the Pringle.
That's why I was like, I'm going to provisions. Yeah, let's go to provisions for real because that your food is not giving. But yeah, I mean,
The food was not giving at all. And you have ethnic girls that are there. Like those girls want food.
yeah, I am enjoying it. But one thing I'm gonna say is the ratings are not strong. They keep declining.
Oh yeah?
The ratings that keep declining.
Oh shame.
But the thing is, Bravo is not going to cancel that show because they're paying them $60,000 each. While, so they don't care about
Whoa.
the money. $60,000 a season. But mind you, that doubles every season. So it's $60,000.
But then you know what? I think I heard Carlos King say this or somebody say this, but they said every housewife franchise right now, their ratings have dropped significantly. So it's viewers. We're just not watching it as much.
I mean, of course, like, don't get me wrong, right? Did you ever watch the original New York Girls? They were problematic, but they made good TV. They really did make good TV.
Oh,
And
it was good TV. We want to see drunk old white women
yes,
on our TV screen.
Okay. I mean, I love these girls being woke and all. It's fun. But I want Nene Leakes back. And I love Nene. I've always loved Nene, and Nene can do no wrong. Nene can spit on me, and I don't give a fuck. I know Nene's been spitting on these girls on TV. He spat on Kenya in Greece. I love Nene, but it just goes to show that interview with Carlos King that Nene did, that's got over 1 million views. That, because it was two of them, so 500. That's on par, even more than what Atlanta is giving. Because Atlanta is not giving anything. I am about to stop Atlanta.
Atlanta is not giving anything. If you have Marlo that is literally being like the bone collector, Marlo creating the drama, like what Nene said in the Carlos King interview, it doesn't make sense because some of those girls are well seasoned. Like Sheree, girl, where are the fashions? How come we have never seen the fashions on our screen?
No, Sheree can go. Sanya is pregnant. I don't care. Sanya, you and your belly. You can go on. We don't need
But
you.
But Sanya's husband, though, he's honestly, I think, one of the best looking Real Housewives husbands.
I forgot that we were we're being recorded. I was about to say something, but I'm not. Anyway, no, but I'm not going to say it. So, no, Sanya and her husband and her belly can go. Drew, I call Drew Sibora because she bores me. Can't stand her.
She's so boring
she's
and
cringy.
she overacts.
She's so cringy. Drew can go. Ugh. Kenya, I'm going to give her one last chance to give because Kenya's not giving anything but falling and getting, picked up in an ambulance every episode. Like, I don't.
Kenya is literally not giving anything. Kenya is, I'm so over her and the Mark getting a divorce storyline. Like, y'all married for like 2 seconds. Y'all were married for like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
How is the divorce taking this long? It should have been annulled.
Well, Mark is filming a new reality show. Did you hear that, T?
Oh, Lord.
So,
no,
I don't know what he's... he was so anti-Kenya being on a reality show. He never let Kenya film with Brooklyn. But now he wants Kenya to sign off so that he can have Brooklyn with him when he's filming.
Oh Lord! And I hear he was asking for like spousal support, but the judge denied that or
He is
something.
greasy, man. I used to think he was cute, but he's a greasy man. Sheree was right about him. Was it
I never
Sheree or
did.
Marlo?
He gave me bad vibes. The moment I saw him, I was like, no.
He's
What
better
is your
looking than
dream cast like on the Real Housewives of Atlanta?
Dreamcast on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I would have obviously my girl Nene Leakes. I would have
Mm-hmm.
Cynthia. I would have Kenya, Portia, Phaedra, and you know what? Who I really would like to be given another chance. I would have Fallon Gorbadia as a cast member, and pay the girls the money because I want to see Portia and Fallon in the same room, or at least a sit down. You know what I mean? Like I want to see that because you cannot go and steal someone's man and then go live in Costa Rica while Fallon
Right,
is out
right.
here
Your
getting
workmate,
pregnant and
your
losing
colleague.
babies. I mean, Fallon has it rough right now because their baby died.
Oh no! And I
Yeah.
hear like they're not together or something like that.
Yeah, so I would like to see Fallon back on the Real Houses of Atlanta and Latoya, even though she was only there for a quick season, and Latoya. But Drew,
Me too.
Sanya, they can go. Candy, no, I don't. I'm sorry, Candy. Like I love you, but you've given us all you can give for Housewives. Like it's time to retire. And I know you are never gonna leave that show, but yeah, that is my dream cast. I would like to see those girls on TV.
Yeah, and I would rather see Cynthia than Candy.
Oh
And I
yeah,
don't want to see any of them, but I would rather see Cynthia than Candy.
I feel like Atlanta is at the point now where they need to really give, or we can get a reboot. I'm happy for a reboot. Just
Yeah,
fire all
because
them girls and bring in some new girls.
the new but the new girls aren't even giving like they look like friends of the shows. My dream cast would definitely be. It was. I think my dream cast would be like the season 6 cast, season 7 or season 6. It
Season
was
six,
Well, Marlo was always a friend
friend,
of.
yeah. So it was
But
everyone
if you
with
can put as a full housewife with Nene, with Portia, with Kenya, with them other two girls being friends of the younger girls, and I think
I would even take Kim
and
Zolciak
Phaedra,
back
yeah,
at this point. Where wig Kim Zolciak, I would even take her back. I would gladly watch her on my TV
right,
screen
right.
because she might be
But she never
annoying,
showed up on set.
but she was entertaining. When she did, she gave good TV. She came for 2 seconds, but it was good TV.
Yeah.
So I would gladly.
Yep,
have
and now
her
she
back.
has the perfect storyline for some good TV right now. Everybody has the perfect storyline for some good TV. Portia's married to her old colleague's husband. Nene is, I don't know, on and off again, whatever, and her kids have mad drama. Phaedra is now on Love and Medicine. I mean,
Married to
Married to
Medicine.
Medicine.
Yeah. So I'm gonna start watching Married to Medicine just because Phaedra's on there because I did stop watching it after a
It's
while.
so good. It's gonna be bad that now Phaedra is on it. Sorry, no offense, but it is gonna be bad. But Married to Medicine is so original and so good. Like if you have not watched it, Paul,
I used
you're
to watch
so
it, but then
missing
I
out.
stopped. I
It is
stopped
so
when
good. Start from season 1.
I've seen all those episodes until like season 6, but then I think that's when Mariah was let go, and I was like, why am I watching without Mariah? I felt bad for the girl, so I stopped watching. But I think I will start rewatching now.
Oh yeah. Once Mariah did leave, it was like there wasn't that much drama, but there still is drama. They shade each other to the core. That it's like, how is this your friend?
Oh my God. Well, Judy, now we're gonna move into our Ndatopa segment. What has been grading you this past week? What has been making you want to drill your head through the wall?
Okay, that dopa. Guys, with people spending money that they don't have. This is what I mean by it. Okay, this is what I mean by it. If you know you have no money, you know you have no money. Like literally, you know you have nothing. What makes you think you should get in a taxi and then say, hey, call somebody, call mad people. Hey, I need this money for this taxi because I can't afford it right now. You didn't have the money to begin with. If you're at a bar, you only have 5,000 kwacha. Drink within that 5,000 kwacha.
What are you gonna drink
Don't
for
sit
5,000?
there. Exactly. Stay your ass at home.
Yeah. What?
Or simply ask before you start ordering. Like, it makes no sense how you're ordering things and then now you urgently need money. You urgently need money for this. Or somebody else just tried to do this like last week or something to me or whatever, like 2 weeks ago, talking about, hey, I ordered some stuff and now this person is asking me for the money and I don't have anything to pay.
Do I know this person?
Whoa. What made you think you can go on Instagram, stop browsing for some clothes and talking about, let me order this stuff, and then asking people for it? No, dadoba. I'm
Not
tired.
on Instagram, child. Not on Instagram. Not on
Instagram boutiques. I'm telling you, like, don't spend money that you do not have. If you ain't got it, you ain't got it. If you need it, ask somebody before it happens. And this goes to say, this is for the people that literally know that they don't have it. It's different when somebody literally is in need of money, and then they're like, hey, somebody's in the hospital, I need this money, I didn't know that this was going to happen, things like that, inconveniences or whatever. But don't just free willingly order stuff that you ain't got money for.
Sit your ass at home.
Don't do anything that you ain't got money for. Sit your ass at home.
But it's hard for the girls.
Stay on home.
They don't have DSTV no more, so you can sit your ass at home, chap. What are you gonna watch? TV
Yep. If you have $5,000 and you really want to drink Gucci. I think it's like 800 kwacha.
You are dumb. You are so dumb. Anyway, my Ndatopa of the week, because we gotta wrap this up. I think it stays constant for me. It's children. It's school children. I cannot stand a child that is going to school on the train or on the shops, and it's just hordes of them everywhere. You stop at one train station and they all come in, which is fine, but it's the smell.
The noise.
I'm like, God. And
they're so hyper.
It's like 8 a.m. and it's winter over here, How do you, it's just like, I'm not even giving you the seat. Like, I put my bag next, and they will stand and they will look at me and look at my bag, and I will look at them and look at my bag. It's like, you will not sit next to me. Like, girl, it is Thursday today and you smell like it's Wednesday afternoon.
You know what it is? In wintertime?
They don't shower.
I know this is what a lot of
they shower at night.
They say you should take only shower at night.
No.
Shower at night.
No.
That's what they do.
No. I can't, Judy. The smells on that train. I gag, and I can't even talk about it right now because it's disgusting. It's horrible. It's like, and one of them farted and then went to the downstairs section of the train. It was stinky, and then they all ran away downstairs, and I'm like, that's disgusting.
Ew.
That's this. Ugh. But anyway, as I said, I am trying to be good. I'm trying to be good to the environment. That's why I don't drive to work, which is a total lie because I'm trying to save some coins. So
go ahead.
Yeah, I have not driven my car to work this whole week, and I'm gonna continue this next week too. My tank of gas
that's
is
a lesson.
still full.
You're not trying to spend money that you don't have.
Exactly. I'm like, I don't need to. But yeah, girls, that was nice. Thank you so much for this little catch up. What you don't want to miss is next week's episode, because I will be going in. Well, maybe not next week. I'm just saying next episode, because we don't really know how we're gonna be scheduling this, because Judy has a whole baby, the cutest baby in the world. You can't really be mad at her, even though she takes up all her time. And I've got a job, and it's kind of tough at work at the moment. But we'll try our best to get these out when we can. But what you don't want to miss is the next episode, because it's going to be properly unhinged for me. I swear to God, something happened that I was waiting to calm down and reflect and gather myself. I was shaken, stirred, blended in the NutriBullet, but now I'm back and I'm here to snatch some wigs. The gays are coming for you.
I'm definitely all here for it, guys. Thanks so much for listening to our special little podcast, our premiere episode. And please do not forget to follow us on social media. You can find Paul Dasoa on Instagram, on Facebook, and you can find
Not
Judie,
Facebook. Don't add me on
Judie.
Facebook. You can add Judy on her business account. Don't add me on Facebook. Nope.
When you are talking about, I'm still on Facebook.
Yeah.
Anyways, add him on Instagram. Isn't your Instagram handle Paul Dasoa?
Just Paul Judie. Yep.
Yeah, it's literally just Paul Dasoa, and then you can find me on Instagram, Judie. But guys, thanks so much for listening. Tell us how you liked the episode, and yeah, we'll be back next week, hopefully. Crossing fingers.
Bye. See y'all later.